Hey YouTube, this is Lithium017 bringing you my update of a collection video. I did a collection video maybe 4 or 5 months ago, but since then I've collected quite a bit. I got a few more shelves to display my products and display all of my items, I guess. So I thought I would do a new video. I'm not going to talk about anything non-gaming related. This one will all just be about all my gaming related stuff. So to start with the box consoles, I grew up with the Sega Genesis. I had the box for it originally, but I guess we threw it out back in 1993, 94. So since then I've got a Sonic 2 boxed edition. Then I also have all the home Nintendo consoles boxed, including an NES action set, a Super Nintendo Donkey Kong set, the Nintendo 64 set with the two controllers, one of them being the Atomic Purple, a black Gamecube boxed, and a Nintendo Wii, the white one. This shelf has all of my boxed or with cases Nintendo games. In order, I thought it'd be a good idea to have one with NES, one with Super Nintendo, one with Nintendo 64, one with Gamecube, and one with Wii, and my Sega games on there. So I'll quickly go through them sideways. You will see all these little Mario figurines which I collected from Japan. I'm just going to turn it sideways so you can kind of see. The first one's Bart versus the Space Mutants. And they're all in alphabetical. I thought it would make the most sense. I have roughly 30 NES games with a few unboxed ones and a few accessories. And this next shelf is my Super Nintendo box shelf. I do have a lot of the rarer ones. I have the Donkey Kong set and Contra and Evo, Final Fantasies, even Final Fight Guy, and Kirby, the Lufia games, the Mega Man X 1, 2, and 3, Secret of Evermore, Secret of Mana. This one is the Terminator versus RoboCop, SimCity, Secret of Mana, like we said. Super Mario All-Stars, Kart, RPG, Island, Metroid, Punch-Out, the Ultima games, and Zelda's back there. I have two big box games, which are Mario Paint and Lethal Enforcers. Then I have my Nintendo box collection. Most of these are rare as well, or really sought after. Nintendo 64 was more massively produced, I think, so games are around more. GoldenEye, Banjo games, Donkey Kong, Harvest Moon, which is backwards the text. It's facing that way. It's the only one. I don't know why. It's like that. All the Mario games, obviously. And I have Ogre Battle, Paper Mario, Sealed Pokemon Snap, a lot of Star Wars games, Super Mario 64, Super Smash Brothers, Turok, and Zeldas. I have both Collector's Editions, and one of the Zeldas is non-Collector's Edition. Then I have my GameCube collection. There's a poster on top if you're wondering what that is. If you see doubles, they're probably because one of them's sealed. And a lot of the Zeldas, things like that. I have a Nintendo 64 box to hold 12 games. This is my Wii collection with 5 colorful Yoshis. The first one there is Animal Crossing, and that blue one there is Link's Crossbow Training. I have the Super Mario All-Star set, Kirby. Donkey Kong's at my friend's, so I don't have it here right now. And then that's a Zelda lunchbox. Over here I have my Sega Genesis box games on the bottom. It just kind of makes sense to separate them from all the Nintendo stuff, just because it's Sega. So I have a Sega Sports Edition Dreamcast with only 2 games. I sold a lot of my other ones. And it's kind of dark, but I'll go through these. I have like Contra Hard Corps and Gunstar Heroes, Shinobi, Rocket Knight Adventures, all the Sonic games, Splatterhouse. Some of them are sports, just because I grew up with them. And then to take a step back, I guess I'll go next to the GameCube collection I have here, because it's at the top. I have a Platinum GameCube, a Black GameCube, and a Blue GameCube. I have a few more controllers. They're just not here right now. They're in my room being in use. I have an RF switch. I have a memory card that's still sealed as well, and a modem adapter, which is really rare in this condition with the blister pack sealed. These are my Super Nintendo games. It's really quite dark, so it'll be hard to see, but I'll just go in there and see if you guys can have a look. If I had the boxes for any of them, they were actually pulled out and they're here. I don't like dealing with the box. This is the Platinum Reward for Club Nintendo last year. Final Fight Guy is that first one. It's kind of really hard to see, so I'll just go quite quickly. You can pause the video if you wish to try and see what the games are, if you're interested in exactly what I do have. Most of them are in good condition. You can see some of them with holes. So I have roughly 130 of those. And then I have my Nintendo 64 games. It's really hard to display Nintendo 64 games, so what I just did is kind of showed them top-down view. I can kind of see what I want. Again, if I had the boxes, I pulled them out here. Don't really want to open and close the cardboard boxes or else I'll ruin them. So I'll take a step back and get a little view of this complete console collection for North America, all with the boxes. So to start at the top, I have 2-controller Nintendo 64 Gold. Then I have the regular Nintendo 64 with an extra purple controller. That's the non-2-controller edition as opposed to that one over there. Then I have a Pikachu edition, which came with 1 controller, but I do have a double. All these came with 1 controller now, but I have 2 just for the set. The Smoke. When I display all these fantastic collection, I display them with 2 controllers that match the console that I pulled out of the box. The box does have the styrofoam and the instructions. Rumble pack, memory card, and an expansion pack. So this is Smoke. Grape with a sealed grape controller. Jungle Green with 2 sealed expansion packs that are blister pack sealed, I guess. Ice Blue with a sealed RF switch for the Nintendo 64, which is over there. Fire Orange and Watermelon Red. In the middle here I have some accessories along with 2 Donkey Kong 64 controllers, which are rare, and Millennium controller and the Nintendo Power 100 controller. And over here now I have all of my Japanese consoles for the Nintendo 64. I have 7 of them, well 8. One of them I don't have the box for. So let me actually just open this up and turn on the light that this cabinet did come with. So to take a look, I have the clear white and red. Then I have the Justco console, which was clear gray or black and then white on the bottom. And then a blue console with white on the bottom. Oh, with a few accessories you see there that are boxed. Then I have the gold Japanese model with 2 controllers, a few more accessories. The Daihawks Japanese model. A orange Pikachu, which I really like. I mean, it looks really different, the orange. And then the blue one, along with an AC adapter accessory. I have a Super Scope for the NES, which I don't know where to put. And the last shelf, I have a Pokemon Stadium Australian set, because I have all 16 Nintendo 64 consoles. You can count them as I go through. This is a clear black Nintendo 64 console. I just had no room in the cabinet. And then I have all these box controllers from North America. One of them's Australian, actually. And then my Japanese boxed controllers as well. And then a few other down there. So this is my update of my collection video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. I hope everyone has a great year in 2011. Talk to you later.